As part of efforts to empower indigents of Nung Obio in Uran local government area and other interested persons, Nung Obio social entrepreneurs in conjunction with PIPMINDS International organized a free monthly business summit for interested persons within and outside Akwa Ibom State. The February edition of the summit tagged the financial era held on Friday, 5th February 2021 at Expats FX Ruby Hall, Ibom E-Library Complex, IBB Way, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, had cream de la cream of people in attendance. In his opening remarks, the Chief Executive Officer of PIPMINDS International and sponsor of the summit, Mr. Alban, appreciated those who turned out for the summit, noting that the February edition has recorded large number of attendees than what was obtainable in January edition.
I'm so glad to be here today. This is our second edition of the summit. I did not foresee this crowd. But even as it is, if we have numbered each space, we have bigger space inside there that are capable of 250 persons. But already, I can see that this place that contains not enough seats. You can actually change the seating arrangements by using the table and having more chairs.
He particularly appreciated people from his community, Ikono, Obio, for utilizing the opportunity to be enlightened by Expats FX about happenings in forex trading as well as internet marketing, so as to survive with multiple streams of income.
They only know what? US dollar and what? Japanese yen. One is to buy and hold. The current chairman of the Federal Reserve of America, Mr. Powell, said we should not call it currency again. We should call it digital assets. He's the one that came with that name. Digital assets. Digital assets. And when he mentioned that, I now took my mind to what is an asset. Are we together? Digital asset. So the same way I went to which village did I mention, sir? The same way someone went to Mbani, close to the school, and bought land. When they heard that there was a university there was no university yet. But someone went there and acquired land, waiting for that time. We don't even know when. Already, because of the seaports, people have bought land everywhere around them. We do not even have the license yet. I mean, that's asset. They bought it with expectations that by and large, the next few years to come, that area, the land bought 3 million will be sold at 10, 15 million, depending on the time. That is what people understand by asset. Now, in this case, people buy these assets digitally and gold, and believing that with time, this asset will appreciate in value and they will sell it. And the beauty thing about this one is that you can use it anywhere in the world. If I travel anywhere in the world, I can convert my asset to the currency used in that country.
Mr. Alban hinted that PIPMINDS Academy and Expats FX is a world-class forex education, mentorship, and capital investments which allows for generation of wealth by the average individual. Resource persons who spoke during the summit were Honorable Surveyor Inyobong Ekpenyong, Executive Chairman, Uran Local Government Council, Mr. Alban, Prophet Inyabasi Moses, amongst others.
Financial era, that's what the event is about. What era are we now? Era in which the dollar is 500 naira now, right? So just last week it dropped to 480, and we don't even know if it should go up or down. But the reality is that finance is a very important aspect
manage finances well, it has effects on us. So what are we saying in essence? There are so many books that talks about finances. Throughout my 5 years in the university, I left there to further my studies. How to use money, how to manage money. It's not taught anyway. So how do we learn these things? The opening page, first page of this book, read that word that says, does school prepare us? There are parents who always say, go to school, get the best grades and come out. They believe in having the best grades. The question is, does having A's and B's in school guarantee success in life? No. Yes or no? No. No. Success depends on your passion, your drive, that thing you want to do in life. Those are the things that always bring success. So, for you to be a guru, a financial guru, a rich man, a wealthy man, what wealth means, how far can you sustain yourself, even when you leave office? Assuming you leave office now, assuming you retire now and you go home, how can you stay? Or how many days can you stay without going down? So that's what wealth means. So that mindset is very important. That mindset of believing that without money, you cannot do anything. Money answers all things. Have earned income, have passive income, have portfolio income. Passive income is people are there. Even when you do your own job, the money is still running for you. Rich people don't work for money. They allow money to work for them. Now your $1,000 is $3,000. Are we following? You move it to a stable coin and you now have $3,000. Allow it. Come back to the market and search. Which one again is next? Like I said, Neo is still at the entry price. I don't know if that's moved. Is it still at that price? Still a good entry. You enter Neo. This time you have the capacity more than before. Before was 1,000. Now you have 3,000. Move it there. It grows to maybe 5,000 to 6,000. You take that it again. One, it could be an escrow. ESCRO, where he needs to buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. She has the Bitcoin for sale, but he doesn't know her. She doesn't know him. Even if she said, I have it, he said he wants it, but he will not transfer his money to her because of trust. Because he has to send money to her first before she gives the coin. What if he sends money to her and she refuses to send the coin? How would he get that money? It's a business of trust. Are you following? So because of that, she knows him. He knows him. Rather, he will send his money to him. He confessed that he has received the money and you send the coin to him. He confirms he has received the coin, he sends the money to you. He is an escrow. He makes commission, a transaction. I'm just giving a business idea now. Now, those things done outside to be done inside. To be done inside. So, if it is true that support and resistance is the same thing as ceiling price, floor price, it's the same thing as demand and supply zone. When the demand for a commodity is higher than supply, the price goes up naturally, and when the supply is higher than demand, the price does what? Goes down. And it is also true that one needs to buy low and sell high. It is the same thing then. The same thing we are doing here online. We have two types of cryptocurrencies. The stable and the volatile. Stable and volatile. Stable.
stable coins and the volatile ones. Now you bought a volatile coin, for instance, you had $1,000 and bought Dutch. I think Dutch was about 16 naira in naira. One Dutch was 16 naira as I told you ago. Let's use naira now. You bought Dutch while it was 16 naira. You held it, for instance, to 50 naira. Depending on the quantity you were able to buy, you see the profit you made is more than 100%. 300%. Now you immediately tether it, move it from a volatile coin to a stable coin. Now your $1,000 is $3,000. Are we following? You move it to a stable coin and you now have $3,000. Allow it. Come back to the market and search. Which one again is next? Like I said, Neo is still at the entry price. I don't know if it has moved. Is it still at that price? Still a good entry. You enter Neo. This time you have the capacity more than before. Before was 1,000. Now you have 3,000. Move it there. It grows to maybe 5,000 to 6,000. You take that it again.
There are 4 stages of a man's life. The formation stage, 1 to 25. Consolidation stage, 25 to 50. Distribution stage, 50 to 70. Then transition stage, 75 and above. And so you must know how to organize money at every stage you are in. And begin to tell your children this. And tell your children about life when they are young. We have 4 children. I had to find out who was going to live with me. I find out when they are supposed to marry and all of that. Because if you don't do this, making money becomes useless. Because we make money in isolation. No, we make money in relation. It has to have a connection with tomorrow. It has to have a connection with your children. I've got 4 children. My first daughter is a graduate from Bako University, she public health. And I have a son in Unica, I have a daughter in New my last child is in SS2. How do I make money in such a way that they are part of the money I'm making right now? And where am I right now? I'm not in the information stage anymore, I'm above 25. I'm at consolidation stage because I'm about 50. Immediately after that, you begin to tell yourself, how do I help my children in this financial era that the biochemistry, the public health, the education they're reading has nothing to do with future. And so begin to distribute these things in such a way that you even tell them how to divide money. Because that's not what we heard in church. I'm a pastor, we heard about tithing, which I'm trying to see where the mistakes came from. How can you just tell someone about only tithing? You need to tithe, you need to tithe. What does he do with the 90% that is remaining? Was what they never told us. Because when people bring out 10% and waste the 90, you have not said anything to them. Then the scripture says in Matthew 23:23, woe unto you, for you have tithed. And I will read the weightier matter. Let me share this, because it's the only thing I can say in 1 minute. So that as you're raising your children, you're raising them in relation to finance, not just raising children and dumping them and telling them to go and look for government work that is not there. How do I pay 500,000 for a child to go and get a job? If 500,000 is being my dreams and give the child 75,000 every month, it doesn't make sense. We take 500,000 and go and pay for a job that they might not even pay you up to 60,000. I mean, it doesn't really make sense. So I'm raising my children in relation to a plan. So let's look at this financial plan in this financial era. Financial plan. If you look at Matthew 23, it means, woe unto you, for you pay tithes of means, earnings, and comings, and have omitted the weightier matter of the first financial healing, which is law. Second financial healing, which is judgment. Judgment is no need. Third financial This is supposed to be tight. And your expenditure is a function of your judgment. So this is expenditure. If you are under an attack by Satan, it's not when you have a bad dream, it's when your judgment is bad. You earn 50,000, you're eating meat, good meat, and then you are under attack. Anybody who earns below 20,000 should not go to the butcher. He is under an attack. Because it is when your judgment is wrong, it will affect your expenditure. If you see a man earning below 50,000, he is from the entry, he is under an attack. So his judgment is bad. So when your judgment is bad, it will affect your expenditure. Nothing will show you mercy like your savings. And your faith is your investment. Every pastor must have an investment. I don't care who you are. I've got them.
In his goodwill message, the chairman of Oran Local Government Council, Honorable Surveyor Inyobong Ekpenyong, thanked the sponsor of the summit, Mr. Alban, for having the interest of his people at heart by creating an enabling environment for people to acquire knowledge in forex trading, noting that many lives have been touched and impacted positively.
I want to first and foremost thank the MD, PIPMINDS International, for organizing this event. It's a good one. Please keep around
Winners of book review, The Richest Man in Babylon, were given $300 each. Also, a hardworking student of PIPMINDS Academy was given a new laptop by Mr. Alban, Chief Executive Officer, PIPMINDS International.
So these three, a mother with children and those two young men took time to give us a detailed review of the book, The Richest Man in Babylon, and that showed that they took time to read through it. And because of that, we had a promise of $600 for them, but I think as it is, we have to increase it immediately. So $300 each on the NT course. To move to PIPMINDS Academy at number 133 to register and attend classes. That alone had motivated me. I'm so happy. As I'm speaking, I think yesterday, he was giving trade calls on our WhatsApp group. He gave us, he took the Dutch. He shouted, everybody, wait, buy Dutch now, buy Dutch now. I was so happy. And people that bought Dutch, I think that was confirmed immediately by a doctor, that shall even 25% profit immediately. And it's still going up. Imagine a call from someone that started school last month. So I appreciate him for that, and because of that, I, on behalf of PIPMINDS International, PIPMINDS Academy, country director, he is given a brand new laptop. Classes on Tuesday? Okay, the rector will present that to you at class on Tuesday. So congrats for that.
In the separate reactions, beneficiaries of the $300 cash prize for the book review competition and other attendees of the summit bared their minds.
My name is Ikono from Nung. I came to the Ikono summit. The first one was held at PIPMINDS last month, and this one is wow. We learned a lot today. Even today, the book that we were asked to review, The Richest Man in Babylon, was the book that has so many things. The law in there. If you apply those laws, it's going to help. Last month, I didn't even know anything about forex or cryptocurrency, but I had a little knowledge about it. From the academy that I went to, I was able to trade with my little money that I had in investment. If I show you my account now, you'll be marveled at it. Yes, you say you don't have it. I don't have either. But the little you have, you can start. Start by learning. Don't invest yet. Learn. So in this summit, we've learned so much about cryptocurrency, how the market works, and forex. And I'm in the academy. Please come to PIPMINDS Academy so that you can learn more.
All right, my name is Benjamin. I'm actually a staff in PIPMINDS committee. I happen to come to know PIPMINDS when I get this job. Actually, in PIPMINDs, the HR, the statistics, so they recruited me as one of the staff. It was at the end of at the last day that I now discovered that I was going to be working with PIPMINDs properties. Since we started work in December, I think this is a place that everybody wants to work. PIPMINDs, when we are talking about PIPMINDs, we are talking about money. We are talking about how we can create wealth. We are talking about how we can grow wealth. We are talking about how we can make wealth.
Financial, coins, online.
My name is Paige. I'm happy to be here. In fact, I count myself. Okay, in fact, I count myself lucky to just be here to get the whole information I've gotten today. You know, this information I've gotten today, I know is something that no amount of money can be bought. And you can buy it. You understand? So I'm so happy and I'm motivated strongly, and I know from today onward I am going to do great things. I'm going to start making money, start trading. Yeah, that's the most important thing. I have to start multiplying my money will start working for me. So I'm so excited, I'm happy. Now the system, the economy, everything is changing. You know, as we are going into digital. Everything is digital, so the best thing that someone should have is a digital investment. You need a digital investment that you keep for your children.
So now they get something and ambassador and offer it very good. I'm already on it. I know a bit more some with Benjamin. So you really get a but come from media, this business summit, money gonna be what makes it. So, yeah, you better one of them, you get a young woman, and I need young. I do a conversation, no, for Guyana or Yava, so continue more. I don't know you is on cancer number. And the moon when I need a young doctor, yeah, ambassador and alpha. Am I not in the idea we are spread the information in offer to know economy. So in January, you give company, I need more, yes, you know information, you know, going to be here next summit.
This is Judo by name. One of the beneficial PIPMINDS readers competition. So I'm very excited today. It's not just the information was given, but we took action to read the book. So I'm so excited for being among those that benefited in the competition. I want to encourage other people that anytime you see opportunity, grab it, take action, focus on it, and do what? And move ahead. Not just getting the knowledge alone, but get the knowledge and put it into practice.
PIPMINDS International Limited is a world-class forex education mentorship and investment with a vision to educate the public with the development of information technology and the knowledge of forex trading. For more information, visit us at number 133 Atiku Abubakar Way, Uyo, or Experts FX Ruby Hall, Ibom E Library Complex, IBB Way, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State.